Hi Capricorn, welcome into your first week of December. I am happy to be reading you another reading this week. You've been impressing me with sharing and caring. And that caring, when you leave the comments down below, does really help your cohort grow. And I truly appreciate the comments and the feedback. I read everything. So thank you for that very, very much. Situation for my Capricorn, please. First week of December. If you're new to my channel, welcome in. I don't sugarcoat things. I like to explain the cards very well so you can understand for yourself what they mean, because you are a large audience and you're discerning adults, so I help you along the way. The Emperor. Hello, Emperor. Why are they here? This is an Aries energy. It doesn't have to be. You could be dealing with an authority figure. 9 times out of 10, also the Emperor could be your father, quite literally. This person's in the upright position. They create empires. They're important. I don't know. I see you starting a new chapter. Can I have one more? Having the Emperor there is neither here nor there, Spirit. Aha. It is a text message from this individual. An Emperor with high value is doing low energy shit, which is texting. A lot of you can be an Aries because there's a Fool and then the Emperor. These two are Aries cards. Again, does not have to be, but it looks like you're taking a leap of faith and a risk. And I don't know what that is. You could be taking a leap in of faith and a risk to get away from this person and just be single and be on your own and not give a shit. Or you are taking a risk onto this. So it can be that this person is texting you or you are texting them. All right, so yeah, what else is there to say other than that? So let's move forward and see what's going on. What's coming towards my Capricorn? Oh. What is with the 6 of Pentacles and the Breadcrumbs and the 4 of Cups and the Death in reverse? You're not letting go of something. You're not letting something die off, Capricorn. All right? Some of you could be also dealing with a Scorpio because that's what death represents. Death in reverse is not letting something die off or transition in your life. You had a marriage that crumbled, you got to let it go and start transitioning. You had a relationship, a loss of a job, time to transition. 4 of Cups and 6 of Pentacles. This is unrequited love. And how do you know that? Because there's breadcrumbs. Sure, that could be you doing it, Capricorn. You have unrequited love. Maybe you're trying to see if that's what it is, if it is unrequited love. So you continue with this person just to make sure. But there's breadcrumbs. I just got done telling Leo, when you're with a lover, yeah, you have a profound connection. Yeah, you have a profound bond. But when are you intimate just like in the shadows, in the dark, only when you come over? Or are you like emotionally intimate? Like, are you kissing each other and hugging each other just randomly in the middle of the day and you have that kind of affection for one another? You'll know the signs. Breadcrumb is, you don't know where you stand. It's like someone holding on to you in case they don't have option B. Someone's going to be rushing in to communicate something to you very soon, so be prepared. What doesn't Capricorn see coming their way? Four of Wands, 8 of Cups, Knight of Cups. All right, so you had built some sort of structure here with somebody, right? And you elevated the relationship at some point, or you will. But you're going to walk away from it. But before you do that, in order for you to make that final judgment call for you, Capricorn, I think you're going to have a conversation with this person. Like, you're going to call them. You will ask them out. You will talk to them. I don't know if this is for closure or because you want to know what went wrong or why it went wrong. There's no light. What, it's like, who are you dealing with here, Capricorn? I think I said this before, like the only things that run away from the light are cockroaches. Want to deal with a cockroach? But here you are. You're walking away because you're not emotionally fulfilled by someone or something. But before you make that final judgment call, you want to ask this person out and talk to them on an emotional level, because you had built structure. You did elevate at some point, or you do want to. Because it's like you're either going to walk away, or I don't know what you're going to do after this conversation. And that's the risk you take. What's the advice here for Capricorn, please? You need to do something the Orthodox type of way. What do I mean by that? You date somebody before you marry them, no. You go to college before you get a degree, no. You build up a career before you get that professional role, no. Those things are Orthodox methods. They also represent institutions. What are institutions? Clubs, churches, marriages, universities, things like that. You need to reconciliate some kind of commitment. Or others of you finding some kind of good news with this commitment. Because right now you're stuck. So in order for you to get the good news or go for this, you might need to take the Orthodox method here. What's the outcome for the week, please? And we'll clarify. We'll see what this is trying to say when we do the before and after tarot. Seven of Wands. You are either being very defensive or you are resisting something. Honestly, to be quite frank with you, and I am actually quite frank, you are in court. You are fighting. You are defending yourself. And you might be winning too, honestly. But moreover, it's not that you're winning as much as things are fair. They're being balanced, the scales, for both parties involved. And this is helping you move forward slowly and cautiously, but steadily, with stability. So let's start clarifying and see why that's the outcome of your week. Page of Cups and the Emperor, please. Capricorn, please. Page of Cups and the Emperor. Okay, so you had a passion and new beginning, but you were the Hangman in reverse, trying to think of something from a different perspective, different point of view. You were trying to think about it from their perspective. This passionate new beginning you had with this person. So I don't know if they texted you and now you're trying you texted them because you thought of something else, and then that's kind of what's going on here with this text message. But give me the after. Why it stopped working, why it ended. And that's what happened. You had feelings for this person. What's eventually coming your way is you will put your cards on the table. You will tell each other the truth. Ace of Swords. Problem is, somebody here is too guarded emotionally. Maybe the both of you. But you do have feelings for this person. But there was an ending. Because there was a lack of work in the relationship with this Emperor. All right. Four of Cups, Death in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles. Maybe you're the one that has unrequited love. Maybe it's them. Or it's a runner-chaser dynamic, and this is why the relationship hasn't ended. It's the breadcrumbs. It's like, all right, anyway, why this relationship hasn't ended quite yet is because it's like you both wanted to work, right? You had this communication going back and forth and you were both putting effort into it. So what the fuck happened? Why is this unrequited? Show me after, please. Yeah, I think you're ruminating it in your mind over and over and over again with the Nine of Swords. You're having sleepless nights. You're going over and over again. That's kind of what you're going to be doing, and that's why the relationship hasn't ended. That's why there is a text message. You're texting each other, or you will. There's guilt, there's regret, shoulda, woulda, coulda, the ghosting. What is this, guys? Oh. Capricorn, I feel like you got over this and you just kind of like went back. Let me see what this Knight of Cups is, the Four of Wands, the Eight. All right, so the reason is with this Knight of Cups, like that maybe this conversation that you think that you're going to have with this person, you're hopeful, you're wishful, and you're hopeful. Because you can't kind of let go of the passionate beginning that you did have. Look at this. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. This Page of Cups is shitting in the cup. Before. After, this fish is coming out. I think you're going to be curious to see what else might be out there. I think you're having this conversation with this person, quite frankly, because you're curious. And I think you're ready to move on, but you are emotionally guarded. You're trying to have a truthful conversation, but it's a little difficult. You're trying to manifest a new desirable road forward, a new exciting path. But before you go, you're going to try to have a conversation and see something. Or check something. What's the Hierophant from the Three of Cups, please? Yeah, you had this perfectly healthy partnership where it looked like it was going towards a partnership and then it didn't. See, in the upright position, this is you both staring at each other, both feeling the same way. And you're about to embrace this partnership, but it didn't go down because you guys weren't taking orthodox approach to your relationship. You were both acting like lovers even though you cared more about yourselves together than you were lovers. You were just so emotionally guarded that it never passed that level. Because you were happy before. You guys, if you started taking traditional steps with this person, I think things would be very, very different. Once you started doing that, like, what's traditional steps? You introduce them to your friends. You introduce them to your family. You start doing more. You talk about your future plans with one another. That, to the other person, sounds like, shit, this person cares about me. This is like more than just being a lover. Traditional steps. This is your advice. And then this is going to heal you. Instead of sitting there with guilt and regret. Nobody wants to live with this. Seven of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and Justice, please. Yeah, that's what's going to lead you to this place where you're going to be very defensive, right? I think here you are, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. offering that one last of cups so you guys could talk on an emotional level. Queen of Pentacles, because you weren't feeling the stability. You weren't feeling the nurture. So maybe you felt like you needed to take care of yourself. So you started defending yourself. Justice. After, please. And all of this is because you feel very hurt. This is coming from a place of pain, Capricorn. Anyway, when you start doing this defensive action and justice and whatever, make no mistake, look what fucking happens. Bam. Ace of Pentacles. A solid new opportunity. A solid new start. In a relationship, others of you, this is a job. At the bottom of the deck, bam, the Sun. With truth and clarity. I love it. Let's see what the romance angels have to say here. You do have chemistry here with somebody. There's a strong magnetic attraction. Pay attention to the red flags. If someone's pulling away, this is when you nip it in the bud. Or if there's breadcrumbs, nip that shit in the bud. Chemistry. You both have it. I see it. I feel it. And the other card that came out, trust this situation is calling for you to have faith. Guys, keep growing your cohort because any second now, every week consistently you've been growing and I've been very impressed. I'm going to probably start extended readings for you. What do we do in extended readings? We put tarot over this and we deep dive. And then we go into the person on your mind. How are they feeling about you romantically? What are their intentions towards you? What actions they're going to take towards you and what the universe has. And it's more about them, where this reading's more about you. But first we got to grow your channel and, well, my channel, your group, your cohort. All right. One last card from the Shadow Light Oracle, please. For Capricorn, please. You have two. See if I can button these down quickly for you. Self-doubt and hope. Oh no. As newborn, self-doubt is not a concept that is yet developed. Even in young children, the thought that they won't be able to do something doesn't occur as much. For example, when a child starts walking, they keep falling over. But the child doesn't for a second think that walking is not for them. They can't do it and won't keep trying. They will get up again and again, and until they are able to stand up, walk, and even run. The child keeps trying until they succeed. This confidence, this notion of never giving up, slowly gets lost over time in a society that constantly compares achievements and everyone's successes are on display. It's easy to feel inadequate. If you pulled this card, it's an indication that you need to find courage to believe in yourself again. Dig a bit deeper and see if you can find that spirit you used to have as a baby. That failing is not an option. It's only a matter of how many times you have to try. If you're doubting yourself about something, be brave and give yourself a chance to succeed. There is a path forward for you. You just need to go with the flow that you're feeling inside. If you never try something because you're doubting yourself, there's a 100% chance you won't succeed. Hang in there. Keep the hope. Keep the faith. Even if you don't succeed, you've already won because you gave yourself a chance, and next time it will be easier to do the same again. Eventually, that hope will show itself worthy. All right, let's do the other one. That makes so much sense, Capricorn. Energy and motivation. There are so many things in this world that can easily drain both your energy and motivation to do things that you might want to do. There's so many shoulds be thrown out and thrown around. both by others but also by yourself. How often have you heard yourself, I think I should do this, or I should do that, and not to mention the classic to do list? This feeling that we should but are not implies that we are currently are doing is not enough. This card leads to a more stress. This can lead to more stress, and you might even be less likely to get things done. The road to completing all that should might seem endless and can't see the reward that comes with it, only the pressure of doing better and doing more than what you are already doing. By simply changing the language you use, you will find it can reduce the stress related to certain things and hopefully restore the energy to do it and make you feel more motivated and positive towards whatever it is you think you should be doing. What if instead of you using should, you start using or could? I could do this, I could do that. It gives you an option. You can do it, but you have to. And it might reduce the sense of urgency and pressure. This card encourages you to think about what language you use when you think to yourself, but also when you talk to others. See if there are any words you might want to change that can lead you to a more stress free life full of motivation and life energy. All right, guys, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed that. I will see you on the next one.